Oh, my balls.
And that's how we're starting the episode.
You ever sniff your balls and go like, damn, I smell like that? Ever? Or no?
No.
Really?
No.
You don't ever smell yourself? Ever like, be like, damn, I smell good, or damn, I need to take a shower. You never do that?
Not really.
Do you ever like check your breath? Like,
well, yeah, my breath. But
I guess I'm more of a smeller than you are.
Just, I think I feel confident in my nose to be able to tell if I stink or not.
I can't smell shit. I've told this on the podcast before.
Like I can smell like if somebody in like the break room has a certain food for lunch, I can smell exactly what food and ingredients.
The time and date and where it came from.
When it was made. The type of pan they used. The bread. I know it was rye. I know they had rye.
And if you're fucking lying to me, I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. If you try to tell me you didn't have rye, and I will kill you. Welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. I am your host, Caleb. No other title for today. Co-host Alex here. And we're chilling.
Is the camera like slightly tilted? Or pointing that way?
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's probably fine. Anyway, how are you?
I'm trying to get this fucking video done because I thought Persona 3 was going to release later this month. No, it's tomorrow. Actually, 3 hours from now. I think Xbox does the same thing with...
3 hours from now?
At 9.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, because it goes by EST.
Yeah.
So, like, I need to hurry up and finish this video because I just want to sink my teeth into this fucking Persona game. Because apparently it's really good.
I didn't know you were into Persona.
No, I'm not, but, like...
You've been recommended this one.
Yes,
heavily.
by multiple friends that have played Persona 4 and 5. And I'm all like, 3's coming out. And I know 1 and 2 are a thing, but they're like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei are weird. So everyone's just start with fucking 3.
Let's see if this changes Alex's opinions on turn-based RPGs.
No, I've liked them. I've played them before on the DS and stuff. I like turn-based stuff.
Pokemon,
not Pokemon. I've like there was a few like random ones. The demos I got, I like them.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know.
And I do like them.
Oh, Alex's opinion changed since the last time I asked him about this.
Yeah, Pokemon is
death.
Death is it? No, Pokemon was is baby level.
But yeah, that if you want to get into RPGs, you start at Pokemon and then work your way up from there.
Yeah, no, and apparently they've changed a lot of stuff too from the original Persona 3. But I've always been interested in Persona because it's like I'm a JoJo's fan. Damn, we got no JoJo games, and then like the drug dealer that is Persona. Oh, you want a JoJo's game?
This is basically the same thing.
Yeah, the creator of I think Shin Megami Tensei was eventually to be spinned off into Persona was friends with Araki before 4 or something like that. There's a lot of similarities. I was in another podcast with my friend Curious, and we were like, yeah, Persona 4 is just Persona. Or Persona 4 is just JoJo's Part 4.
I'm sure
because like the main villain is a serial killer. The kid's in a town. I'm like, this is
bizarre town.
It was a bizarre town, and then like Curious trying to argue. I'm like, what about Persona 5 then? A gang in Tokyo fighting off somebody who's gonna betray the gang. He's also crazy. Giving Fugo and Diavolo vibes. I'm just saying. Personas in and of themselves, they're giving stands.
Kind of the same thing. That was what everyone was saying when they first saw Joker in Smash. They were just like, he has a stand.
So like, there's a lot of similarities. I can guarantee you. The thing though is, you can't make that same joke with Persona 3 because they're not traveling or fucking around the world like Jotaro. But I do plan to make on some Persona videos. I've always been interested, but I've heard down the pipeline that like Persona scaling and Persona as a property,
it's crazy,
is hyper in depth. Like me understanding some funny Japanese man is one thing, but then like understanding Persona is like, so do you know about this one philosopher from like 500 years ago? Bitch, what? Yeah, he's the whole plot line of the game.
This is the plot.
What the fuck?
Guess since we're talking about games, I do have to ask you because I'm sure you have opinions on this. The new Suicide Squad game. How do you feel about what's going on with that?
You know, shockingly enough, I haven't seen.
You haven't?
No,
that's been my entire feed.
No, but I did get some stuff with Keith about like Deadshot giving opinions of Green Lantern, and everybody's like, "This is racist," and then I go, "No, it's not. Deadshot's just being an asshole to Green Lantern. I can't say it, but the Boondocks is right. Black people will have black people moments." That's what that entire dialogue sequence was between Deadshot and Green Lantern. It was just Deadshot being a hater, and like it's just like, did no one get the context? That's the only thing I've seen. That's the only thing I've seen about that entire game. Is people just being like, why did Deadshot say this? Deadshot's a villain being a hater.
That's literally the only thing you've seen?
And that's it. And then people being like, it's kind of ass. But that's it. I've not
basically had the whole game spoiled. I wasn't planning on playing it, but at this point it's like, man, you guys hate this. It's funny, DC fans are like, DC's the best, but then they just will completely crap on their own franchise's products.
And then I saw other people complaining like, oh, you know what? I did see, okay, nothing about the game in and of itself. However, other than the whole Deadshot being a hater against another black man, but I also did see like people were complaining that Wonder Woman was getting all this like hype and praise.
Oh, I just saw that.
And I'm all like, okay. Is
why?
All right.
Why are
because
you mad?
she was the only Justice League member. Spoilers. I don't really think anybody gives a fuck, but
I don't think so. At this point, if you've seen anything online about the game, you've had the entire game spoiled for you at this point.
Yeah, like
so spoilers for anybody who hasn't.
Yeah. But like Wonder Woman is like not affected by this purple ass mist or whatever.
That's weird.
And like she helps the Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. So it's just like, okay, and like the people who make the game, Rocksteady, were like, that's just what it is. She's just kind of a hero, and they're just kind of dick riding her a little bit. But I'm like, okay, what's the problem with that? But on the flip side of that, I'd have to find it on my tweet. But then somebody was getting pressed that there was like LGBTQ stuff in like one of the schools in the game, and there was like a little flag, right? And then somebody had this long ass thread about how being gay and being a neo-Nazi are basically the same thing. And I went, this is insane. No,
how does one make that leap in logic?
Should I look up the thread? Because it was funny. It was genuinely, honestly seeing the mental gymnastics to get from. Wow! Look at this. Look at this like little gay flag. It's like off to the side. Neo-Nazism or whatever. I'm like, what?
But no,
let me see if I can find it.
No, yeah, the thing I've been seeing a lot of is people being upset that Batman dies.
Batman. No, I have to think as well. How the fuck is Flash getting fucking folded? He has infinite speed, and I go, this is the thing you have to realize about speedsters. Plot
hates their weakness is plot.
Yeah, they should be like unfucking beatable, but then it's just like, I would have to find it.
I mean, it makes I think for me, because I've seen the scene where he dies, and it makes me sad, but at the same time, it's like, for one, Kevin Conroy is not, like, he's gone, so he's not going to be able to be Batman anymore anyways. So that character is already basically done. I feel like they could have had that character done before, but that's a different story.
Fuck, I won't be able to fucking find it. It was one of the Halo guys I was following, and they just quote retweeted and be like, huh? How'd you get here? Fuck, I won't.
But no, yeah, like, it's just weird to me because I keep seeing a lot of people just being like, no, man, this is not how Arkham Batman should go out. And it's like, you could just not play the game, and then your headcanon is that your universe's Batman lives.
I'm just seeing people just say this shit. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. It's fucking hilarious.
Could have just chosen to make a Justice League game instead of a Suicide Squad. That is I kind of feel the same way too, though, where it's like, I feel like a Justice League game would probably be a lot cooler than a game that introduces the Justice League into the Arkhamverse. You killed all of the Justice League. It's kind of like...
The thing is, you know what would be fucking funny? If Rocksteady actually made a good Justice League game, they could have all the credit over, like, they had a better superhero team-up game than the Avengers. I'm just saying.
That is very true. But... yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if the game actually does suck, then it's like, yeah. But if the gameplay is actually good, then at the end of the day, people are just complaining to complain.
Yeah, I think it is. Honestly, man, I think Twitter's just a space where people are like, they just complain to complain. Maybe, yeah. I think maybe to a certain degree, I don't want to be an ass, but I don't want to convert to saying this, but I think some people might just be more sensitive online. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, Either it's a fault on your own, or maybe you're not just getting the context because like that Deadpool, like that fucking Deadshot thing. Because it's like,
oh yeah,
Deadshot's clearly being a dick writing this like character bio.
I think that might be a lot of it too. Because is the game out?
I think it is.
Because I don't think like a majority of these people have played the game.
Oh no, they're just fucking reading shit on Twitter.
And it's like, I think you should play the game before you can really say that it's completely dog crap. You can be upset with the story all you want, and sure, be sad that these characters that you like die, but like the game is about killing them. I think it was pretty obvious from the get-go that you're killing them. Like, here's the thing that I would have to say is probably my biggest gripe as somebody who hasn't played the game is I feel like this is something that what Rocksteady should have done is made like a harder like side, like I guess not side story, but like have like an option where you could save the Justice League rather than killing them.
And have that as like not an option?
Have that like a secret ending. Yeah, you just kill them.
That's fucking, well, it's called kill.
It's kill the Justice League, but that's why I'm saying they should have had like a secret option that if you take like a harder route to save the Justice League, that it gives you a different ending.
Yeah, and
I think that would have been really cool.
You know, I will add to it. It is kind of weird. Hold on, I'm trying to collect a philosophical thought from my brain. I do kind of find it weird that there is not a save option in that game.
There should be, right? Like if there was the option to save them, but you have to use like weaker weapons and like be very strategical about it. I think that would make that one of the coolest games to come out this year.
Yeah, I'm still trying to fucking find the goddamn tweet because it's honestly fucking
I feel like that's stuff that would happen in the Arkham games, right? That there'd be like secret stuff that would kind of change different outcomes.
I don't think there ever was.
No?
Well, Arkham Knight kind of had one because you had to beat the actual game. You needed to beat the game, like for reals. So technically there was like not two endings, but there was like you beat the game, Batman just roams around, or you beat the game, like the story's over, beat the game. But it's a bit, I can't fucking find the tweet, but it's just fucking funny. People, the internet the internet has just always reassured the fact that there are some fucking people who will win gold medals in mental gymnastics that I don't think will ever be topped. Because like when I saw that tweet, maybe if I find it later, I'm gonna fucking be looking like this on the podcast the entire time trying to fucking find this. But it's just like when people making mental gymnastics is insane. Because I know I do it for a living, kind of, with like the whole like, how do I understand this character from the author's point of view? And how do I like, use it for an argument? But like sometimes, man, when it comes to real life, it's just like, how did you go from like, wow, sexuality and stuff into neo-Nazism? It's just like, okay, cool, I guess, whatever.
Who knows?
Or like,
looking at the camera weird. Now, maybe
so,
no, it's perfect. What am I talking about? I'm crazy.
You are crazy. The mental gymnastics you just had to do to be like, hold on, wait a minute, never mind, hold on. Wait
anyway,
but yeah, I don't know. Suicide Squad game kind of.
I mean, I've seen some of it. Some of the gameplay looks good. Some of it has me questioning. But at the end of the day, I wasn't really planning on playing it.
Neither was I.
But I don't know. If it's a good game, good on Rocksteady. If it's not, then well, I think a lot of people weren't really expecting it to be that great after Arkham Knights.
Yeah, it's honestly sad. I started thinking about this yesterday, but it's just like, when it comes to gaming, if you're not going indie nowadays, you're setting yourself up for failure, because literally almost in some way, form, or fashion, you will be disappointed by something. COD sucks now. Halo is... We don't have to get into the Halo shenanigans, but it's like, wow, season 5 was so good. Watch us shoot ourselves in the foot
right on the way up.
What the fuck? And it's I have my speculation on why the fuck they actually did that, but regardless, it's just like, okay, 343 fucking sucks. Bungie's fucking collapsing at just dying. Their directors are leaving. They laid off a whole bunch of people that weren't game developers. And I was like, all right, that thing's going out, and it's just like all the cool games that companies that we knew when we were growing up are all basically kaput.
Yeah, but I guess that's why indie companies are coming out to kind of keep things afloat.
When Lethal Company makes more than COD, there's a problem. There's a problem here.
I think that's the universe as it should be.
It honestly should be, man. If you make a fun game, and that's the one thing. You know what? Rant time, motherfucker. Why can't... Is it really that hard to make a fun game? And I know, coming from a YouTuber,
it's not.
It's sometimes. I'll try to use a YouTuber analogy. As a YouTuber trying to make a fun video, there is a process in my brain that goes, I could do this the easy way and go a little bit lazy, and the video might not do as well, but I get it the fuck over with. Or I take a long time and take a gamble that it might not do as well if I take too long because of hype and whatever and such. But it could be a banger because I put so much work into it. And I'm going to be honest, when it comes to this one, the margin of winning is actually shockingly much higher than losing. So I will recommend this. Yeah. When you, remaster a game, looking at Persona 3, apparently it's fucking a 9 out of 10 or something on some websites, looking at it now. When you make a new game or you put love and passion into a project, it becomes good.
It turns out good.
Or
who would have thought?
Or when there's too many heads, like this is a clear, obvious decision. When you got motherfuckers outside the sweaty ass development in my chair trying to make this polygon look like a beautiful woman or something. I don't know why I said woman. Like that's a problem. When you get a head in there that is just being like, okay, now make it $20. What?
What do you
Why
mean?
are you here?
What do you mean?
I just made this elaborate system in which this player has to do this and get an achievement to get this awesome, amazing thing, random guy. Make it $20. Fuck you.
Nah, that's stupid.
Now, however, if you did that and had a store, I might actually buy shit from the store. No third. It's like a YouTube channel. You make a good content and be like, well, if you like my content and stuff, you should, buy something from the store. No fucking shit. I'm ranting into Halo. If Halo just had like a system, like not even like a massive wardrobe of customization options. Like if it had, I'm going to say this. If it just had seasons 1 through 3 as like unlockable achievements with something, and then a store, that fucking game would have sold, dog. Would have sold like crazy. But they didn't do that. Why?
Because greedy.
And I think for the most part, it is a form of, people will still buy it. We'll still get money off of it, but like, it's not good in long term.
No, yeah.
It's not. It's like don't get me wrong. It's like fuck. I will give Bethesda credit here when it comes to Skyrim and the bajillions of fucking not remaster. Was it remake or remaster? Which one's the correct term to use? I might have fucked it.
Remaster for Skyrim specifically. Yeah, they'd be remasters and re-releases.
Yeah, I take that back. Persona is a remake. Persona 3 Reloaded. So it's just like they made a really good job doing Skyrim, right? So they have the ability to resell it.
Yeah. And
they did add things to it, but it's just like, it's still Skyrim. It's still an amazing fucking game. And you get all the DLCs for free too with any of the special editions. So it's like, it is probably worth at most like $40 or something. So it's just like,
Well, I mean, think about it. There's a reason why a lot of the most popular and best games coming out throughout recent years have been remakes and remasters.
Because they're good games.
Because they're good games, and it's almost good for companies to go back and like remake a game that's beloved.
I'm looking at Nintendo right now.
Then they kind of remember how that game should be made.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, we can make money. And it's like,
wow.
I know nostalgia baiting is one thing, but it's like, I think with gaming, you can't really nostalgia bait because you can't have the same. I think in other mediums you can have maybe the same hit, but not in gaming. You can't replicate it twice unless it's the literal same game. But that's a player choosing to play the Xbox 360 version of like Halo Reach or something.
Yeah,
like you can't remake 2008 with the same game. Like time and the environment of the world needs to also matter here too, because it's like,
it's true.
I think this is artist eyes kicking in here. It's like where game developers don't realize these things, but like if a third party service were to come in and be like, yo man, this whole system right here is kind of fucking stupid. It's like when another artist tells an artist, be like, dude, you messed up on her boobs or her butt, or like this guy's like pecs is off of place, or like his arms are disjointed, because an artist making it has artist eyes. They get too used to it. But then when somebody else tells them, it's like, oh fuck, they're right. But I don't think game developers do that properly.
No. I
think they're almost too closeted. I think it does require like something more to kick it up, because I'm telling you, man, there's no way with the internet 343 doesn't see these people complain. It's just like, the shit's overpriced.
Yeah, you definitely,
because shocker enough, with the recent like free like it's a free battle pass, like 20 tiers or whatever. You get like one new armor set, but in the store for roughly $121, you can get like 3, and then there's 4, like I don't know, 7 skins or whatever. I think I did the math correctly there. For $120, but you could have easily put that all into a battle pass, and it still would have worked. And it's just like, why did you do that? I have a theory on why they did that, because I think 343 has entered a new phase of where it is, and they kind of want to like almost be like push away Halo, but still make money off of that, off the Infinite project, because it's like hyper clearly obvious that they're making another Halo game right now as we speak. So they're just like, yeah, we're gonna just like
scrap it.
No, not scrap it. They're going to MCC it and be like, yeah, you guys can just play it, but we're going to make money off of this. So that's why they stopped with the battle passes. That's more than likely what they are doing with it. Because apparently they've had a total reshift. They're like, there's actual people that are not freelancers now. They got actual people developing shit. So I won't lie. Another time of me huffing copium, but I have hope for the next Halo game. But I know why you're laughing at me, because you're like, Alex, it's going to be the same issue. I know, but I have hope this time.
This is what shooters are now.
I know. But it's like, but here's another thing too. Did you know that back in the day with 343, the idea was to hire people that hated Halo?
No.
Yeah. Halo 4's entire team of freelancers and people were hired because they did not like Halo. So that's why that game was Call of Duty like. That's why like 4 was so radically different from 3.
That explains why it was crappy.
Because it wasn't Halo.
Yeah.
Now 5, gameplay wise, it got better. I think Infinite's like the perfect gameplay loop. I'll be honest. It just needs pretty good. It needs, Halo. It needs Halo 3 like unlockables or Halo Reach unlockables, and it would have just been like, here's a fucking Halo 3 in 2020. But they didn't do that because greed. It's just like, I don't know, man. Companies hate the corpos.
The corporate man.
But we talked about this one last week, but we could move on. It's just, ugh.
Okay, I did have this thought come to my head today, like literally just today as I was listening to my podcasts. Alex, here's my question for you.
What's the question?
When you purchase products, if you see like an ad for something, how likely are you to buy said thing if you see an ad for it? Just any ad, like YouTube ad, on TV ad.
I have, you know what? I'll be honest. I have a whole bunch of premium shit, so I actually haven't seen a lot of ads in a very long time.
Interesting.
But looking back at it as a child, enamored. We'd be like, I want that shit. I want that Batman toy now. Now, mother. You better go buy me that shit now.
Makes sense.
However, okay, wait. Do we treat trailers as ads?
I wouldn't say so. No.
Okay.
I think a trailer is something completely different.
Then I will say no. I will not consume something unless it is important. I won't lie. I will wrap myself out here. About 2 hours ago, during my little break from my YouTube editing, I did buy some Halo credits. I won't lie. But however, I got a bang for my buck because I was like, wait a minute. If I buy the Battle Pass, the old one that I already completed, I get all the free shit and 1,000 extra credits. So with the 1,000 credits I just bought to buy this, I get more. So then I can go buy something from the store and then make my Spartan look good. So I got like a massive bang for my buck. I only buy things when they're 50% off, or I can morally convince myself to be like, this was a good deal. I spent $20 and got like a bajillion fucking items. So I'm like, nice.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be like, I'm going to watch a fucking Wendy's ad and go, I want Wendy's. I'm going to get Wendy's if I need to get Wendy's. When my mom doesn't cook anything, because I still live in my parents' house. Or I'm not going to go gas unless I need to go get gas or something. Because I'll go to 20 miles and be like, I'm still good.
That's fine.
That's fine. I don't need gas yet.
I can walk if it runs out.
Yeah, no, that's how I am. I don't think I'm affected by ads that much anymore.
Okay. So I guess here's the follow-up question to that. When you see like a content creator or like somebody who you trust support a company that you're not typically aware of, but they make you aware of, and it's something that you would typically buy, are you more likely to buy from that company? If somebody, if a trusted source such as a content creator or like a friend tells you about this company, and it's something that you would typically buy from like a different like producer, are you more likely to buy that product?
So if it's like, okay, I'll just make it up an example to understand this more. So like, I saw it. I said for the same product, or like.
Let's say
very similar products.
Let's say Markiplier is got a sponsorship for a deodorant company.
Okay.
And he's very adamant that he enjoys this deodorant.
Okay.
Would that at all sway you to change whatever deodorant brand you use currently?
So this is an Alex thing. I will only buy an object once I have been coerced by my friends. Okay. So like the reason why I wanted to get Persona is because I had an interest in it. So I'm like, I knew of it already. So like similar to me buying the Halo credits, I already knew of it. So then I get curious, and then I get another YouTuber friend to say you should get this when Persona 3 comes out. I look into myself and be like, okay, I want this, and then I realize I could buy it for $70. But then one of my other friends, so there's 3 people now, say. Yeah, you can get on fucking Game Pass for free for $20, and I go, I'll take it.
Easy.
So it's not one person that takes me. It takes at least 3 or more to be like, buy this shit now.
Okay, so if you saw an ad with Markiplier or Markiplier sponsorship, he says buy this deodorant brand, it's really good, and then you have Jarrett, Ruben, and Craig all tell you, yeah, this is good deodorant. That would then make you consider buying that.
Yes, and to even push it over the edge, if it's like have three deodorant sticks and this hot dog.
Now that's a deal.
I actually don't like hot dogs, so I wouldn't buy it.
I know you don't. But
then there's a cheeseburger one. I'll be like, I'll take it.
I'll take the cheeseburger.
Yeah, so that's what it takes me. It takes word of ear and a lot of voices. And then to push it over the edge, a deal. That's what it takes me to do this. But remember, as you talking to me, I am a stinge. I'm a hermit. Yeah, I don't like to buy things. But that's what it takes for me to buy stuff. And I know a lot of people are either like, a salesman can just be like, buy this, and they'll buy it. But then it's like other people will be like, I don't really know
So
It takes more.
I guess
I'm on the spectrum. I'm the fucking hardest person to sell anything to me. I'm at the farthest end.
But I guess we kind of really do have similar mindsets to how we purchase products then, because when I see, like you said, a Wendy's ad on TV, that doesn't make me hungry for Wendy's.
No, it does not.
That just like I'm not gonna be hungry for Wendy's until I'm hungry.
Yes.
Like if I see an ad for Wendy's, I'm like, oh yeah, Wendy's exists. Oh well.
Oh well.
And it's like it's not gonna convince me anymore that I'm gonna want Wendy's right then and there, because in my mind, I'm already preconceived. I like Wendy's. So if I'm hungry, Wendy's will come to mind already, because that's somewhere I like to eat.
Yes.
If I see an ad, for Jersey Mike's, which barely got into town, but before when it wasn't in town, if I saw an ad for Jersey Mike's.
There's a Jersey Mike's?
Yes, there's a Jersey Mike's in town now.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
It's shot.
It's by Chipotle. But like, I like sandwiches. And I see an ad for Jersey Mike's on TV, that doesn't make me, like, before it was in town, that didn't make me go, oh man, I should go to Jersey Mike's next time I'm out of town and try it. It just makes me go, huh, sandwiches. That sounds good.
I can go make one.
I can make a sandwich for free, basically.
I look for my parents. That's free $99.
Or like, but then alternatively though, since I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, they always have their sponsorship ads and stuff. And I've been hearing these ads for, I guess I'll use Bombas as an example, because I do own them, and I know we're not sponsored by Bombas, but I will. I'd love to, but I doubt it. So I'll just say it. When Markiplier and them on Distractable were talking about Bombas, I knew I needed to get new socks, because my old socks were getting pretty worn out. I had Nike socks before that. I was like, I need
a new pair of socks.
I was like, they seem to be very adamant about these being a good product.
So did you buy these socks? Are you wearing them?
I bought my first set of Bombas from back 2 years ago, and I was like, these are actually the best socks I've worn.
No
They're
shot.
actually really nice. So earlier, I guess a couple months ago, I bought another set of Bombas. 12 more pairs to be exact. And then I heard,
show your foot on screen. You won't.
My foot in my foot. But no. And then what made me have this come to mind was today I was hearing one for I won't say their name because we're not sponsored, and I also haven't purchased their product, but it's from a sheet company that sells like sheets. And I was like, these guys were really adamant about talking about the sheets, saying how nice they are. And since these are guys I typically listen to and I trust their opinion on things, I was like, you know, my bed sheets are kind of old. Maybe I could use some new sheets. And I was like, man, that's where my thought process came in. I was like, do I really only trust the opinions of like certain people certain people I trust the opinions of? Because like, I think if you were to tell me about a brand of something that you think I should try, there's a higher chance that I'll go out and try that thing. Like significantly higher than if I just saw a random ad for it on TV.
Yeah.
Like
word of mouth is better than ads.
Like the soap, what we were talking about soap the other day. It was like, I went out and bought some of that soap because you were talking about that soap, and it made me go, huh. Yeah.
The Squatchable one?
Yeah, the Squatch.
Is this Dr. Squatch?
I went and bought some Squatch, and I was like, yeah, Alex reminded me that I like that soap, so I'm going to buy it. Despite the fact I've been seeing Dr. Squatch soap ads online, it wasn't until you said that you like that soap that I decided, you know what, maybe I'll try it again.
That's just going to leave it about a week. You're going to have to go buy more.
I actually, I've been on one bar for a long time.
Good fucking job on you then. Holy shit.
I'm good.
That shit did not last me at all. But however,
how many bars did you go through already?
I think in a month. Well, I haven't bought any recently because it's fucking expensive.
Oh yeah.
But it's like me and Andrew would share the same bar. And,
that's why.
And I think it like almost twice the rate.
That's why.
And I think Andrew fucking lathers because it's like the bar would be a perfect square, and the next day rectangle. I'm like, the fuck?
What did you do?
I don't know what he does, bro. He must put it in between his ass cheeks and like vibrates them.
Do you
or
think
something.
he gets stressed and like squeezes the soap?
Maybe.
Some people do that.
That's so weird, bro.
But yeah, no, mine's lasted quite a while since I'm the only one who uses it.
Good job. Good for you.
I guess this is kind of thematic since when this episode comes out, the Superb Owl will already have happened. The biggest ad time of all America.
What the fuck is Superb Owl?
The Superb Owl.
What the fuck is that?
Spell it out.
Oh,
you can't say it.
why can't I say it?
We get sued.
You get sued by saying it?
You get sued.
You
That's why
can't
people don't say it. They call it the big game.
You get sued for saying it?
Yeah, it's owned by NBC.
They trademarked a word?
Yes.
That gotta be illegal, dog. There's no way they did not pull some legal shenanigans.
Apparently, that's how it is because every person I've ever heard talk about it, they avoid saying it as much as possible.
I have never heard this ever. Ever.
Well, you're also not much in the sports world.
No, my brother.
And you also don't listen to ads anymore.
Why the... Hold on. This is a total tangent, but it is still not a tangent, but it's connected.
It's connected.
Why? I won't say it now, apparently. The game, it's like the Red Cross symbol. You can't have the Red Cross symbol in games. However, it's still technically good to have the Red Cross symbol because children view as like, that's helpful. That's heal. So it's like the Red Cross being like, don't have that in your game. It's like, that's counterproductive, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what I don't get either. I think... See, I'm just playing it safe because I think I heard that you can say it, but I don't remember what the like rules behind it were.
If there's rules to using a word in conversation that you can't record and then post online, there is a problem.
Yeah.
That is a problem, dog.
But anyway, I want to talk about this because the ads.
To finish my thought, it's like it's with the game apparently. If you can't let people say it, then how will people know of it?
See, that's what I don't get to with a lot of stuff that's like trademarked. It's like with what we're saying with the ads too. Like it passes through word of mouth. So why are you trying to sue people for just talking about your thing? It's free advertising.
That's another thing these companies don't fucking understand, bro. People will make content and free ads for you. Dumbasses,
like stupid.
all of you.
It's so stupid.
If you have a gray suit, if you have a suit and gray hair, and you want to sue somebody online, productively promoting your thing for free, and you say sue him, you're in the wrong. You're the dumbass.
You're the idiot.
Anyways, we can go back to you.
But yeah, I just think I just thought it's interesting because we'll see a lot. Well, I guess we won't because I'm not going to watch the game.
Neither am I.
But there's definitely going to be a lot of ads that pertain to that where you're going to see celebrities promoting products.
How do I say this? So this is because I'm on the farthest end of the spectrum, probably even farther than you are, because it takes a lot of convincing for me to buy anything.
Even things you need.
Even things I need.
Well, I guess
but like when I see like Ryan Gosling or like insert any celebrity ever into a product, I'm going to be honest, I have the opposite effect. I ain't buying that shit. You're just trying to convince me to buy it. So I do this like double turnaround of I ain't buying that shit because Taylor Swift's promoting it. Fuck that shit.
But here's the thing though. You bought the Ridge wallet.
I bought the Ridge wallet because you know what? I bought that one because I needed convenience again. I needed a new wallet, and I was like, you know what? My brother wants one, and my dad wants one. We might as well just all get one. See, yet again, another case of
where'd you hear about it from?
You know what? To be totally honest, mostly from Anthony Fantano. And maybe like one or two other people, but like they're so vague in my mind, I can't remember.
See, so you do fall in the same trap that I do because I didn't necessarily need to get that brand of socks, but I did need socks. So I said, I'll try this new brand of socks. And it turned out that I actually really like that brand of socks. It's the same thing with the bed sheets. I probably should have another set of bed sheets because scientifically speaking, you should be washing your bed sheets every 2 weeks. And so I try to keep that up as much as I can by washing my bed sheets as much as I can.
Jesus.
But having a day where I basically have to get the laundry done within the frame before I go to bed is very inconvenient. So if I were to have another set of bed sheets from a brand that's supposed to be very, very good, I might not be opposed to buy from that brand.
I think it's sometimes out of convenience. It's like,
Maybe, yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily the ads themselves. It's just like, you're the first option in front of me right now, and I need it. So fuck it.
I guess, yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily me being like, wow, Anthony Fantano. It's more like, I've heard about it. My brother wants one. My dad wants one. It's in front of me. The motherfucker has lasted me forever. It's been like 4 or 3 years. It's still really good. I need to get rid of some cards in there that I don't need, but it's like, it worked.
But so would it have changed your opinion on Ridgewall if you heard about it from, like, let's say, who's a celebrity that you don't? Ryan Gosling. If Ryan Gosling told you about the Ridge wallet, would you have gone for Ridge wallet then? Or do you think you would have gone for a different wallet brand? Just so you could get a new wallet?
I think I would have gone with a different wallet brand, to be totally honest. However, if it was after seeing Blade Runner, I might have been convinced
to get the Blade Runner Ridge wallet.
Maybe, but no. But ever since high school, before I had my Ridge wallet, I was always looking for a new wallet. But like, even when there was stuff in front of me, sometimes I would be a stinge and I'd be like, I don't want to buy one. Like my raggedy wallet still works. It's fine. But it wasn't until other people would be like, we're all buying wallets. Do you want in? I go, it's for convenience. We're all doing it. I might as well. And me and my brother and my dad have all kept our Ridge wallets for like forever. So it's like, I think it's time and placement for me. Yeah. I don't think ads really have that much of effect on me because yet again, in that scenario, it took my dad, my brother, maybe Anthony Fantano, I can just say Anthony, and then like convenience of it being right in front of me to eventually get me the product.
Okay, I guess that brings me to this question. Do you think ads are specifically designed for those moments that it's like when you specifically are like looking for that thing and you're being told about a product that you're interested in buying? So you go, hey, maybe I'll, like, if you're out for lunch driving around in your car and you hear a Wendy's ad and you're not sure what you're going to have for lunch, once you hear that Wendy's ad, you might be like, oh, there's my sign to go to Wendy's.
This is getting into some big brain psychology shit here. And I will probably say yes. I think for the most part that there's somebody in that boardroom trying to defeat a person like me, being like, there's going to be a stubborn motherfucker. So how do we get the stubborn guy to do it? Because
that makes me think of like car ads, because we'll be seeing a lot of those definitely during the game.
The Nissan Altima.
The Nissan, my car.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
That's my car.
A Toyota Tundra.
But like, for somebody like me who'd see that ad, seeing Ryan Reynolds driving the brand new Nissan Altima
2023
would not. Well, I guess I won't say Nissan Altima since I already have a Nissan Altima, but let's say like
a Toyota.
A Toyota.
Good fucking car.
A very good Toyota is being advertised on TV. And I see Ryan Reynolds saying, man, I'm enjoying driving this car. I'm dressed as Deadpool in this car right now, advertising Deadpool 3 and this car. This is the official car of Deadpool 3.
We're going to blow one up.
Like, for me, who has a car that works fine and is drivable, as long as it drives me to where I need to go.
I'd use a bicycle if I needed to.
Oh, man, I'd love to do that. But that's a different discussion. But, like, I'm not going to be any more convinced to be like, I'm going to trade in my car and get this new car because I saw a commercial for it that I really liked. Like, that won't change my mind, but that makes me wonder how many people does that change their mind for?
So, Oh, my eyes are doing.
Because I feel like most people when they're looking to buy a car is purely out of necessity that they need a new car. Mm-hmm. And once they're looking,
in which the system has made them do it, by the way. That's another big brain thing.
That is very true.
The ultimate way to make somebody buy something is to make them need it by changing their environment. Toothpaste is a big one.
Oh yeah.
So fun fact, the holes used to be smaller, but then they made them bigger so people waste more, so they have to buy more. Yep. So it's like big brain. So it's not Wendy's selling me food. It's Wendy's knowing this ad might not work all the time,
but it will.
But at one point, you will be hungry, and my ad will be in your mind. That's how they get you.
I guess that's definitely for people like us. But I wonder if there are people out there who, when they see a car ad for the brand new car, that even though they don't need a new car, well, I guess that's true because with iPhones, every year people have to buy the new iPhone just because they want the new iPhone.
I'm gonna throw my brother and my dad underneath the bus here. My brother is like that. He will. I would guarantee you, if my brother was making like a bajillion, well, he's even kind of doing it now with Legos, but like it starts with Legos, then the addiction gets crazier. But if my brother was making like a bajillion dollars, like a metric fuck ton, if he were to see the new thing, fuck yeah, my brother would buy it. My brother is probably on the line here, the imaginary line that I'm like all the way over here. It takes a mega amount of convincing. My brother is like 1 or 2 gauges away from being the person that buys it instantaneously. My brother would be like, I'll probably wait about a month or 2, maybe a year from now, then I'll buy it. Because he all he needs to convince himself is a sale. That's all it is.
Really?
One like 25% off, not even a major one, 25% off, my brother will probably end up buying it. That's what my brother is. He's like 1 or 2 notches away from, I will buy it instantly seeing the ad. I think.
Because honest to goodness, like I didn't even want to buy this phone when I got it last year. Mine is
literally broken, dog. I'm the living example of this.
Me and Alex had the same phone for the longest time. Well, I guess not the longest time, but
it's been a while.
We had the same phone up until last year around this time when I was convinced that trading in my old phone would actually be more beneficial because then I could get a new phone that would last me longer than that old phone and pay less for it now than I would for when my phone eventually dies, because iPhones are designed to die over time.
Yet again, toothpaste.
The toothpaste. Again. But
make the people buy it.
Now I have this phone and I'm going to use it probably until it dies. Because I couldn't possibly care less.
I think you're like
about
right
having
here.
the brand new thing.
Yeah, because I'm the farthest end. You're not in the middle. You're like the middle, progressively leaning towards Alex.
Pretty much.
You're right here.
Because I will spend money because I'm like, I probably should spend money on things that I need. Where Alex will go basically until
years, decades, even.
Like he's insane. Like it's at a point where it's actually bad.
Probably.
But like the camera, for example, I was very hesitant on buying the camera because I was like, I don't really need to get a camera for the podcast. It's a $500 camera. I don't need to buy that. However, I feel like it would be very convenient for me to have a new camera. Plus, I can give Andrew back his phone.
Yeah. Oh, funny.
But so far, really good investment. Has made my life a lot easier making the podcast. And also, I can make other content other than the podcast because I have this camera.
That is true. I probably should buy DaVinci Resolve. I've been told.
I've been thinking this. And that's another thing. Markiplier talks about using DaVinci instead of Adobe. And that made me go, I already don't really like Adobe. But now Markiplier is telling me about this product. And I'm like, if he thinks it's good, then there's a good chance, since I agree with a lot of stuff he says.
You got $300 to spare, though?
I'm
so that's the one thing. If the bitch was like $50, I would have bought it years ago.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm spending $60 every month on Adobe already.
Yeah, and then you do the math.
So it's honestly better for me in the long run to spend $300 once than to be spending $60 every time I need it. And that's my philosophy with movies too, is when I see a new movie come out that I haven't seen, didn't see it in theaters, just came out, I go, I could rent this movie because I'm not sure if I'll like it. However, if I buy the movie, that gives me infinite watches on this movie, even if I don't end up liking it.
And we're getting into corpo stuff again for the bajillionth episode, but it's like physical media. It's the best form of media.
It's true. It's very true.
Because digital media will always go away because of random bullshit. So it's just like, motherfuckers don't want you to own shit, and they want you to keep on buying shit 100%, you can't own. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you,
man.
With Mean Girls, I saw it for rent, and I was like, yeah, I could get it to rent for this one time because I'm pretty sure I'm only going to watch it this one time. However, I can buy the movie for $5 and be able to watch it any other time I want, even though I probably won't watch it again. I still own it because it's digital, but I own it now, and that's a one-time payment that basically makes my life easier for any time I want to watch it in the future.
Capitalism.
This is bogus. Capitalism, the episode.
It really is, bro. Like,
because like even chip ads, like Lay's chips, that's a big one during like the game. During those,
are they the official sponsor for the NFL?
Oh yeah, that and Pepsi, I think.
Yeah,
but you'll see a lot of those throughout the ads. But anytime I see it, no matter who the celebrities are sponsoring Lay's, I'm not convinced to buy Lay's, no matter how much they make people look like they're enjoying the Lay's. No. I'm like, I don't like chips. And I mean, there are times when like on a TV show, I see somebody eating a food that has no brand that makes me go, man, that makes me want to eat a food similar to that. But like an ad seeing the same thing, but I know the brand does not make me go, I think I should get myself some Cheetos right now because that sounds delicious. Because like if I see, like last year's commercial was Paul Rudd and I almost said Seth Rogen eating all these different Lay's chips. And I'm like, I like Paul Rudd, but I don't like Lay's chips, and I'm not going to be more convinced to buy Lay's chips.
I think it really is a spectrum. And I'll be honest, now that I think about it, if I just spent $20 on Halo, I wonder what motherfucker out there actually spent $120 on that whole
I'm
fucking
sure. Cassius was telling me one of his friends buys the entire battle pass on Fortnite.
All of it?
All of it. Doesn't level
up. That's $100.
Doesn't level up through playing the game. He levels up through buying the entire pass.
That's another thing, bro.
It's like, dude.
Getting kids to do, because this is an adult. We're adults after years of capitalism experiencing, knowing what to buy, our personal being like, I don't buy things to almost a detriment. You buy things out of like, I kind of need it. I might as well. Convenience.
I'm about to probably be in a lot of trouble if I don't buy this thing. I should probably buy this thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But then kids will be like, $20.
Yeah.
Fuck it. So it's just like watching Fortnite in them and like fucking Apex and COD. It's just like,
it's like, yikes.
You were robbing these motherfuckers blindly.
Oh yeah,
you were literally taking candy from a baby.
The free to play option, it's probably the greatest marketing scheme they could have ever come up with. Yeah, especially when their audience is children, because they will buy it every single time, no matter what's in the past. Like the only reason I bought the Fortnite Battle Pass this time is because I knew Solid Snake was in it. That's the only reason why I bought it. I did. I've almost completed it too.
Let's go.
I had to get Snake.
Hold on there. Let's go back to the question. Why did you buy the Battle Pass? Because you saw a guy that you like.
It's true. I like Snake. And honestly, though, I did say the only way I'd play Fortnite.
SMH.
The only way I'd play Fortnite was if I could be Solid Snake listening to Take On Me. And somehow that's basically a reality at this point. So I'm like, I feel like it only makes sense. I was Snake for Halloween. And now
Still wears the bandana, by the way.
Snakes in Fortnite. I feel like I am legally obligated to buy this character and play as him till the end of time of this game.
And that's another thing. I've played, you know how many hours I have in Halo Infinite?
Too much, I'm sure.
I'm like 420. Funny number, I know. I looked today. And I'm all like, I play it so much, I just tell myself, I've put so many hours into this, I might as well fucking buy something for myself. And I do. I have everybody and their mom has bought shit for the Mark IV fucking armor that showed up like 2 days ago. And it's a really cool looking skin. The Halo has somehow, 343 has somehow crafted making the most elegant looking, awesome sci-fi armor ever. And has been able to sell it to people. And it's just like, and they made it. Halo is so weird, bro, because it's like such a fun gameplay loop, and then it's just like
greed,
$20, and I'm like, man, I have 140 hours. Fuck it, take the $20.
Fine,
fuck it. But it's just like, but then I look dripped out, fucking destroying people, and I'm all like, man, kind of right, dog. It's like, fuck, damn it. Just can't.
Now I have another thought in my head.
Repetitiveness, yes. Like if you, I think this. If I constantly see a Wendy's ad like a bajillion times, I put hours into a Wendy's ad, I think I might get Wendy's eventually. So I think the same. I think that applies to everything, even video games.
You know what? That wasn't what I was going to say, but that's actually a good point that you brought up.
If you beat the fucking person hard enough, they'll buy it.
Well, I guess it depends because there are ads that I see. Like, I guess
it got to be a good ad.
This kind of leads into what I was about to say. I feel like ads, since the Superb Owl ads have become such a big thing, ads in general have become significantly worse in quality. Like they did, like before the ads during the game would be like big and like monumental, but now like ads throughout the year have the same production quality, if not, I'd say almost more than a lot of the ads shown during that game, and also that they show ads like that they've shown throughout the season.
You know what? I'll even add this to it. Old magazine ads. How do I put this? Caleb and Post, throw up some like early 2000s Mario GameCube ads.
Bam.
Look at these.
Nintendo power.
You could do that too. There was almost a style, an elegance to
what you were showing.
Yeah.
Because even
there's not anymore, and it doesn't interest me.
Since we're talking about old video game ads, going, I guess, back on last week's episode, since we're talking about that, just the way that games were advertised back in the day were so crazy different than what they're advertised as now.
Totally.
Like, it's so weird, like, seeing that it's become so, like, minimalist again.
You're fucking so right on that shit.
Here's my point that I was going to make. Here's an example of, like, the ads that I was saying that are, like, they're the Superb Owl quality, and they're probably going to show up during the game. However, it's not a good ad. No. Have you heard about the ad that people have been talking about a lot that plays during football games? The Whopper. No, that's actually that was an effective ad for Burger King, even though it made people be like, "Yeah, it's a crappy ad because Burger King's a crappy restaurant." Weird but no, effects. The light socket ad. Have you seen the singing light socket?
I have no idea what the fuck a light socket is.
Okay, so this is definitely you have to be in the NFL sphere to be aware of this because it plays like after every single break in the game. It's a light socket singing about how it misses someone. And that someone is the iPhone because the new iPhone supposedly is supposed to be like doesn't need to be charged as much. But the thing is, when the first couple times I saw that ad, I legitimately did not know what brand that ad was for. I did not know that was an Apple ad until somebody told me it was an
Apple ad?
Yeah, it's for the iPhone. And I was like, what? So there's not a single iPhone in shot until like the probably very end of the ad. And at that point, I only noticed that once somebody told me it was an iPhone ad. I was like, what do you mean? There's no indication throughout this entire commercial that the light socket singing about an iPhone.
You know what?
And that made me think like, I'll let you get to your thought after this, but that made me think like, man, a lot of ads do that now, that you actually don't know what's being advertised like the entirety of the ad until like the very end.
Okay, so good. I've had time to think about this in the past like 5 minutes. I think we've gotten so hyper complacent because of companies. Even companies have gotten hyper complacent with themselves, which has therefore led into really bad business practices of taking candy away from literal children.
It's true.
I think that's what has happened. You can't. I'm talking about America, but that's going to apply to really any region of the world with like big companies. Big companies have gotten so complacent themselves by making really shitty things that I can't buy from them anymore. However, I need to buy from them, so it makes this weird infinite cycle of ass.
Yeah, but I guess the point being with my mindset on this is like, why would Apple even make that ad in the first place if they already know people are going to buy an Apple product? So they basically just wasted probably millions of dollars on this ad that isn't even really telling people to buy the new iPhone. It's just a light socket singing. And it's not clear that
what the fuck it is.
It's singing about an iPhone.
Is there even like an Apple logo in the corner or anything? It's just the fucking...
I think it's at the very end. When the guy walks out the door, it's like, boop, Apple. And then that's it. And it's like, how is anyone on the first viewing going to know that that's for an iPhone?
I don't know, dude. Like, companies are weird. We live in a
like weird if people like if the necessity is that people buy from Apple even though they have crappy products, but they have to buy from them because there's not a lot of other options. It's like, why would Apple even waste time putting out that ad when they just could not, and people would still buy their product?
You know what would even be a more effective ad? If Apple got like Taylor Swift to be like, with the new Apple, it doesn't take us charge as long. Apple logo done. I get more info out of that than a fucking light socket singing.
I mean, yeah, honestly, that's a really good point.
I just sold you an idea.
I'm sure it's impossible to get Taylor Swift for an ad at this point because she's become too big.
She's a billionaire now.
It's like, man, it's like you said, they become like complacent. They don't care anymore. I think they just do it out of like the obligation that they have to show an ad.
Yeah, they're just there's no love, there's no passion in anything anymore.
To be completely honest, competing with some of the Samsung ads that are on TV, the Samsung ads are doing a better job at promoting their phones than what Apple's doing. Like, they're like, buy the Samsung because everyone thinks you're cool with the Samsung, and any Apple user looks like they're stupid because they have an Apple and they don't have the Samsung. And Apple's like, fuck you, light socket.
No, I mean the joke very seriously when it's just like they're Asian. It's just like they're an Asian based company. They're not American. They're not. This is the cultural difference. In America, we're complacent. In Asia, and especially in South Korea, they're not complacent. So it totally makes sense that a Samsung ad is going to be dynamic in a way. So it's like, it makes sense. You're literally right there. That example just shows like where a company is and the environment around them will tell you what the fuck they're about to do. Because Apple's all like, we know we're going to make money, so here's a shitty ad. Samsung is like, we'll make money, but we're gonna give you at least a half decent idea of what the fuck it is.
It's true. I guess
so it's
that
just
makes
like
sense.
It's just
it's just so weird to me how that's become a thing with these larger American companies that they
don't care.
But at the same time, they're spending so much money. Like these Lay's ads, I'm sure to get all these celebrities to be in these ads probably cost them so much money when they could be saving their money throughout like the year, because they use celebrities throughout the year now. They don't promote with just like actors anymore. They have to use celebrities for whatever reason. But now it's like you be saving money by just using normal actors on these commercials for food that typically like children are being targeted at. Like Cheetos. For a Cheetos ad, you don't need to have MC Hammer in the middle of like an
Oreo
ad in July. Like that's very unnecessary. However, if you were to spend that money on an ad for the Superb Owl, that would make it a lot more. Yeah, that makes sense. You're putting a lot of effort into an ad that you know a lot of people are going to see, and then they're going to know what product you're trying to buy. But like, it's almost as if they like want to bleed money at this point.
And even then, isn't the like less effective than a regular ad or some bullshit like that? Isn't it only like a day after it'll spike and then it's go, right? Something like that?
No, actually. It's actually very effective.
I don't know. Fucking Matt Pat said otherwise. It's like, this shit's ass.
It's the most profitable time to get a slot
really
for ads. Like companies who put their ads in will get an increase. Because like we said, a lot of people out there will see something on TV and be like,
but I've seen it the other way around. Like I remember like that old like film theory video where it's like companies have died getting ads on that fucking place. Unless you're a $1 billion corporation, you can't survive on like ads or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you're like some relatively good company, it's like you're gonna about to sacrifice an arm and a leg like it's fucking Full Metal Alchemist real quick, dog. It's over.
It kind of is because. Even to get the tickets there is insane.
Isn't it $8 grand
now.
for like a cheap?
Yeah.
Fuck the bro.
I stop saying it.
I know. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like it. It's like it's that simple.
I can't have you say it because we'll get sued. You just need to say Superb Owl.
We won't get sued. If there is a somebody looking at the scrub of the YouTube itself, looking for somebody to say it, bro. Holy shit!
It's the YouTube algorithm.
They won't do shit.
You can't say it anymore. I request that you do not.
I guess.
Yeah, I get it though.
That's so stupid.
It is honestly.
Burn the corporations.
Yeah.
Burn them. Let's set off a small nuke and every headquarters like Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk. Start playing the theme. Rebel Path.
I feel like a small nuke might not be right, but I mean, we could probably do other things.
The internet messed up my minute. You know what I saw today? This is off topic as fuck. I saw a Morrowind ad, a Morrowind meme, like from like Elder Scrolls. I'm like, wow, it's some like flying machine. Oh, there's the Twin Towers. I hate corporations.
Gosh, dang it.
It was fun. It was random as fuck. I was like, oh, cool. Like someone just made a flying machine in Morrowind like 20 years later. I wonder what's gonna happen. Camera does like a this movement. I'm like, oh,
gosh, dang it. Oh, but yeah, I just think it's just weird. The landscape of advertising is really weird now.
Why can't I say Superb Owl?
Oh, you're like that's.
I want to look it up if it's true, unless you're fucking like you gaslit yourself into thinking you can't.
No, people have said that's a thing that people have been saying.
I want to know. Like this is so weird. No, I googled it wrong. Hold on.
Can I find it first?
Well, you probably can. You just have to go into your. Wow, you really. Wow, hold on. I just found it on Wikipedia. Really? This is so dumb.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Because the NFL restricts its use of its insert title here, trademark. It's frequently referred to the big game or other generic terms by non-sponsoring corporations. The day the game is played, it's often referred to. I think I can say this because it's a different title. Sunday or simply Super Sunday.
It's so you can't even say that on the thing I'm reading. You can't even say that.
Well, damn, you're gonna have to bleep that out then.
I have to bleep that out too. Can't even use specific team names. Stay away from incorporating NFL logo or team logos within your creative materials. Do not use football players' names. That's so dumb.
You can't even use football players' names?
That's what it says on here.
Can football players even use their own name while advertising?
So that's another thing that there was an issue with, specifically college, that like they'd get in trouble if they sign any deals to, like, I think specifically it was a guy was like a YouTuber, but also was like a player for one of the college teams. And the college said, you have to choose between us or doing that, because you're only allowed to be a football player.
Oh, fuck that.
And only for
damn, it is, they're literally gladiators. They don't have rights.
No, yeah. They really don't. That's why you see a lot of players getting sent out to games with concussions.
What the fuck?
They'll just ignore the concussion protocol and be like, you're playing, boy.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
You can't. Man, this is also another reason why I hate sports.
It's been ruined a lot by the corporations. And I think it's been a lot recently. And that's why a lot of people want to change it.
I'll be honest. I remember that one like crazy like video from I think the early 2000s of like the whole like Roman emperor thing, where it's like, let the people look upon the game so they don't look at me and all my problems. So it's just like, it's fucking it's crazy. I forgot what video it was. Maybe I'll send it to Caleb in post. But it's just like, that's. As a person, you can't like do anything of your own accord.
Okay, listen.
What do you mean?
This.
There's more?
Listen to this. I was reading a little bit of the ad. So it says the NFL in the past, they haven't hesitated to send cease and desist letters to businesses and even churches who use their name to promote events and services.
Read that again to me.
I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay.
The NFL in the past haven't hesitated to send cease and desist letters to businesses and even churches who use their name to promote events and services. So specifically, this pertains to the Superb Owl.
You know, that makes sense because they harbor criminals in the NFL, which, you know what? Fuck it. When you know what? I laugh now when my dad goes, yeah, let the wife beater play. I think my dad was making a joke. No, most of the fucking time, there are many men on these teams who are criminals.
Oh yeah, well the
in baseball,
the quarterback for the Browns is a rapist apparently. So Roethlisberger was a rapist, and he still got to play.
Kobe had a charge and never was like ostracized for it.
It's insane.
I don't like sports. I really don't. Like I can't. Like I'll maybe watch one game, but then like my thought process goes, man, I don't like the NFL for what they've done. And second, like there's so many underlying issues that there's a reason shoving in the closet.
There's a reason why a lot of fans are very outspoken when they still have these players in that they're like, we don't want to see them.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Well, I don't want to see this man be playing football like nothing happened.
I'm going to be honest, bro. I think some coaches have to have some level of like not caring.
Yeah.
You know what?
Or at least the owners for sure.
The franchise owners. It has to be them.
Like some of them definitely seem like awful people. Like the owner of Washington, awful person.
Dallas Cowboys too.
Him too, yeah. There's a reason why the YouTuber Urinating Tree calls him the Palpatine of the NFL.
Jesus Christ, dude.
He's just bad. He's a bad person. I don't even think he cares about his franchise, really. He just cares about making money off of it.
But then what does that say about the people that just be like, you know what, let him play. He got me 20 points. What do you mean?
That's crazy too.
My dad's on the questionable fucking list right now. What do you mean let him play?
Any Steelers fan who's like, Roethlisberger is the greatest quarterback of all time, I'm like,
I don't think my dad says that.
Hold the phone.
He might have
won you some but he's a terrible person. I would not idolize a man who did these things.
But then I think it comes down to tribe mentality. Because that's what
probably too.
I think I could probably write a whole essay on it, but I think there is a genuine case to make that sports, like major commercial sports, are bad for like a metric fuck ton of reasons. It's not no longer just let's see some sweaty men just play a good game.
Let's watch and that gets us into why I'm not watching the game at all is because it's clearly favored towards the Chiefs. It's like they're not even trying to hide it at this point. It's not even about like two teams who are the best in the league playing against each other, playing their best game possible to put on a spectacle for everybody of sportsmanship and competition. It's not about that. It's clearly not about that this year. It's about, we're about to see the team that's basically being run by Taylor Swift win a
I think they've got like $100 million off of her being there. Some crazy bullshit.
Insanely stupid. Like I hate to be that guy.
No, be that guy, please.
It's honestly ruining the game of football. It honestly is, because when you watch any NFL game now, it's not about, oh man, these teams, very good teams. We're about to see, this is all about like sport. It's about, man, let's see this team compared to the Chiefs, and man, we're about to see this
cut to Taylor Swift.
Dude, watching the playoff game with the Chiefs and Dolphins honestly was the most painful. Like, I would rather be Chinese water tortured than have to watch another Chiefs game. Because it's like
the Lions, damn it,
dude, that made me so sad. And I think
that shit was scripted, dog.
What's sad too is the 49ers shouldn't be a hated team right now, but I think because specifically the Lions were so like the underdogs for the longest time, and
I think they were like the super underdogs this entire season. Nobody expected them to kick ass like this.
Everyone was seeing them do good, and everyone was like, "Yeah,
kick their asses."
See the Lions go to the superb owl.
Yes,
it's gonna be so good. And then
never mind,
they lose to the 49ers, who I'd say are a respectable team to lose to. The Niners are good.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we're all rooting for the Lions, and now we have to root for the 49ers because we don't want to see the Swifties win. Then
my brother's on the other side saying, I won't lie, some fans, San fans, 49ers fans, I'll just play like that, are a little bit weird. They're like Seahawks fans.
Oh yeah,
I won't lie.
Everyone in the West.
The West are weird. The West is weird.
NFC West, wild. They're wild fans.
Fucking big old eyebrow.
Oh yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, man.
But like,
commercial sports are weird. I remember seeing a statistic that like when a specific team loses, domestic abuse goes up, and I can't remember where I saw that stat.
I think I've seen that too.
And it's just like, I think there might be a problem here, dog.
Oh yeah.
I think we should maybe solve this.
The tribe mentality's got a little too far.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this though. If the Chiefs win this, that basically played so well into the NFL's hands that like I don't blame anybody for thinking that these games are scripted, because it's like there's no reason. If you watch how the Chiefs played this season, they honestly kind of sucked.
Yeah.
They were not a good team before the playoffs, but almost didn't make the playoffs. If the rest of their division hadn't choked in the last 2 weeks, Chiefs probably would have been out.
Fuck.
But it's like, this is played to basically make the NFL more money because the Taylor Swift thing going on. It's so stupid. Like, it's not about these games aren't about her. It's about the players.
And it's about her for whatever reason.
It makes no sense. Like, I think that's what makes me so mad. This season too has also shown me that a lot of the Chiefs players are not good people either. No. There's
a few criminals on every team.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying they're criminals, but
I'm
saying they're like Mahomes. he's not a good guy anymore. The success has got to his head. But it's like, at least have the game about him and his successes. Like, he's playing good ball. At least make it about him, not about the random celebrity watching, which is also crazy because you have celebrities that aren't her in the stands and they couldn't care less. If you have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in the stands and you don't even acknowledge their existence, there's a problem.
A little bit.
There's a definite problem.
I want to say this too. It's just like, if you hear a motherfucker say, "I want the trains to run on time," raise an eyebrow. But if you also hear, because the context is it's like kill people to get the trains moving. That's the idea there. If no one understands it, but if you also like a person who watches the NFL say, let that person play, even though that person's a very bad person, I'm going to start raising. I'm raising eyebrows, but like, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean let them play?
Like, I don't.
What's your thought process?
Yeah, you like he has this pretty incriminating charge against him.
So if this person wasn't an NFL player and they were in the workforce, would you say let them work or would you say let them go to jail?
Let them go to jail. Okay, so what about him? No, he's getting me points in fantasy football.
He makes my team good, so therefore
it benefits me, so don't do it.
It's like,
what the fuck?
I don't think the game is as important as.
In all honesty, just like video games, sports don't fucking matter. Oh, such a controversial.
Isn't that crazy? That's a crazy thing.
Oh, but some people fucking treat me like I'm saying a wrong thing.
It's almost as if how a team does truly does not affect your daily life whatsoever.
Oh my god, Detroit lost. Anyway, I have to go edit my YouTube video I was doing before.
I'm sad because I was going for that team, but I mean, it doesn't turn my life upside down.
And then I've seen my father have complete bitch fits. Oh my god, the Steelers lost. I'm like, you are a 40-year-old man. What are you doing?
I think
do something with your life.
I think we're also very lucky that the teams we chose happen to also be some of the least annoying teams in the league.
Bro, like Detroit fans, shockingly coming from Detroit, they're not like terrible people.
They were actually so chill about losing.
Yeah, they were like, this is some bullshit, but fuck it.
We'll be back next year, baby.
Because they're all like me. They have low standards. Just like, I didn't expect to get to the Super Bowl, and because of that, the fact that we made it this far, I'm not mad.
Maybe that's the thing. Your team has to be garbage when you become a fan.
Yes,
because then once you get to the point where your team's actually like good, you
don't feel bad for anything.
And you appreciate all that time that you spent with that team. Mm-hmm. Like, you build a bond. Like, I'll be a Titans fan until I die because I don't care win or lose. I still like them.
I just like the Lions logo. But it's the same with my dad. Logo. I think my dad with football teams switched because his rule was once your favorite quarterback leaves, you can leave too.
You can leave too.
But that's it with the NFL. But with the Braves kind of sucked for a while. For like the longest time, and my dad was there in the eras where they sucked because that was the only channel he would be able to see them on. And eventually, they got good in the early 2000s, and now they're kicking ass forever. So my dad has the fact of like, wow,
he has the moral high ground.
He does. He has the moral high ground on people because it's like, I was there when they sucked. They are now finally good.
It's like what the girls have been saying. They're like, if your man's team sucks, and they're still a fan, you have a loyal man.
You do. I've been with the Lions. I did switch to the Rams because Matthew moved. But I like Stafford, but I always kept an eye on the Lions.
You could almost argue that makes Alex even more loyal because he was so loyal to that player.
Megatron.
That he switched teams to support that player.
Yeah.
I still maintained his status as a Lions fan.
What I did basically was, in fighting games, I went to a different player or a different team or a character because I'm like, I'll try them out. They kind of seem cool. My other character got nerfed. The player got removed. It's like, oh man, I like him. But then the other one got buffed again. I'm like, I still loved you before. I'll come back.
I'm coming back, baby.
I just wanted to see something different because my things got moved around. But I I'm still a Lions fan. I like the Rams. I also like the Rams because my grandpa's a Rams fan. I'm like, you know what? I'll go with the old man.
Let's see the other side.
Yeah, and the Rams did good that one year, and then they became frauds. It's just like, what the fuck, Matthew?
They bought that ring.
They really did.
That 100%.
They really did.
Once that cap limit hit, it was game over.
That's a weird thing. I think football. Damn, we've been talking forever. We'll probably cut it soon here. But football is the only sport where you can't be fans of multiple teams. I swear to God.
Oh,
you can do it in baseball. You can do it in basketball. Fuck, I think hockey fans just love the sport.
I think genuinely though, this season has changed a lot of people's mindsets because the amount of people who went full on like, I'm rooting for this team specifically because I don't want the Chiefs to win.
Yes.
Like everybody became a Dolphins fan, everybody became a Bills fan, and everybody was rooting for them Ravens like crazy.
Lamar, save us, Lamar Jackson.
The Lamar edits were so good. That makes me even more sad that the Ravens did not win.
I wanted the Ravens to win.
Like, I think everybody in the world did.
Yeah.
It's us actual sports fans against the Swifties.
Yes, man.
I was even hearing Kansas City fans being like, yo, this needs to stop.
This is dumb, bro. They've ruined the sport.
It's bad. It's honestly bad.
We would have won that game if Megatron was still around.
Nah, I still, that's just such a sad moment.
I remember when Megatron left. Andrew told me, hey man, there's a rumor going around that Kroll was like, yeah, Megatron's leaving, and he told me with a smile on his face. I would go, what?
What do you mean?
No. And then the next day it got confirmed.
People were cruel about football in middle school, man. They
tribe mentality. I'm telling you.
They hated us for liking different teams.
Fuck yeah.
It's like, yo, like I think me, you, and Ben were the only ones who were just chill with each other about our teams.
Yeah.
And we all sucked.
We did, man. But it was,
I think
we liked them.
The Titans only became good like 8th grade year.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, tribe mentality and capitalism are
it's crazy
destroying
combo.
us right now.
You know what? But I do hope the Lions win a. They honestly deserve it at this point.
They have to. If the NFL is not scripted,
please, for the love of God, next season.
If it's not scripted and not rigged, I think the Lions might have it next season.
That coach is crazy.
Dude, he's insane, but he's like the good kind of insane.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? He's cracked.
What is he doing?
If anything, next season, I think the one thing he should learn is to take chances, because if they actually did like conversions,
go for kicks, go for field goals anytime you have the chance.
Yeah, and it's like you would have, that game could have fucking gone completely different.
They would have won if they went for field goals.
If they would have went for field goals, and if they would have went for fucking shenanigans happening. I'm still fucking shocked that fucking Chiefs player was. I caught the ball. The fuck?
Niners player.
Got fucking magic fingers.
He really did. That was I was actually impressed.
Yeah, I was impressed, but I coped by saying that was just luck.
I coped by saying, well, at least Christian McCaffrey hopefully can win a ring, because that's a player who's very good and deserves one. Matthew
got a ring, and I'm happy for it, but I want the Lions to do it.
Jared Goff, a.k.a. Ryan Gosling, needs a ring.
He should have got a fucking ring, dude. I feel bad for Goff.
Now that man deserves a ring.
Yes, he does.
He deserves a ring. That whole team is so good. Like, diehard Titans fan, but the Lions deserve a ring.
It's fucking... I think they're... right next to the Browns. They're like everybody likes the Lions.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The Browns, ever since like they became beloved, have now fallen off to become one of the more hated teams now.
Yeah,
because
they got good.
They got cocky. That's the thing. The team itself got cocky, started making really stupid decisions, and then hired a rapist as their quarterback.
Oh, Dios mío.
So,
please save us, Jared Goff, please.
The only one left to save us is Brock Purdy.
Jesus. Next year, but I also feel like I also am superstitious when it comes to football games. Wow, the Lions are doing so good this season. They're finally in the playoffs. Let me watch a game. They lose. Damn.
I think, honest to God, spending the whole season just kicking back, be like, I'm a fan, but I'm not going to watch the games. Makes the football season so much easier.
It really
There's
is.
no stress.
Really
and you're not watching your team get absolutely creamed for 2 hours. Your Sundays are so much better.
I think, man, if you watch an entire NFL game and then get mad when you lose, man, that's a you problem, dog. That's a 100% a you problem.
Sundays are spent at this house. My dad's on that chair all day watching football, every single game. And
But that's different though. But your dad's enjoying it. My dad sits there and goes, "Damn, I've lost.
well,
Time to make everybody else's
not
problem."
when the Raiders are playing.
Yeah, okay. There's. I think every NFL fan has the whole like, fuck that team in particular.
No, his team's the Raiders.
Oh, never mind.
When they lose, he's like,
death.
done.
I'm angry.
But
It's
yeah,
over.
I don't know. It's just
I didn't know your
think
dad was a Raiders fan. What the
he
fuck?
is. But yeah, in short, capitalism
Bad.
and the NFL is getting ruined by Taylor Swift.
Yes, the NFL has just been bad for the beginning.
It's been bad, but it's getting not better. It's getting significantly worse.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't there like player strikes back in the day that led nowhere
I
led
think I
to
do
worse
remember that.
conditions?
I think I do.
Like the
remember
NFL is literally player slavery.
that. It kind of is, yeah. Like I said, they'll send out players with injuries because they need to win a game.
That is so fucking weird. If you come to me being like that man with a concussion and or broken bone should keep playing because we need to win, I'm gonna look at you with a.
You're like, huh?
This is not a life or death scenario. You are not Goku versus Vegeta, brother.
You do not need to send that man out in the field to die.
And I know there's sports people be like, man, you've never been on the field. You've never known what it is to fight. I'm gonna put my hand on you. In reality, if this is the greatest moment in your life, this is a problem.
There's a issue.
There's an issue here that you need to solve.
And even then, as the player, you need to understand that you being injured is if you're on the field is actually detrimental to your chances of winning.
Yeah.
You need to be able to trust that your teammates have the ability
They got to be at 100%.
to take care of it.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're hurt, you need to stay back to make sure that your team can win and that you're able to recover. So in the future, you can come back and help your team. Mm-hmm. I think that's what a lot of people also don't get. But they're greedy. They're greedy for power. And also high on adrenaline.
Oh yeah,
most of the time.
I think that's I think if you ask most players, they'll be like, yeah. I think there's been maybe a few interviews with people who've won multiple. And like, yeah, it loses its grandeur after the first.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like it doesn't mean anything. Unless you're like Tom Brady and you're just trying to be like, I want the most.
Like, I just want to be as good as I possibly can.
Yeah, I think
that's why I'll always respect Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
because he truly was like, I started from the bottom and now I'm like the Goku of football right now. I'm just gonna keep going until I reach my limit.
Is he still going?
No, he's done.
Okay, thank you. I was about to have a fucking brain aneurysm because I know he left and then he came. No, he was there, left, came back, and I'm all like, so is he still around or did he leave? What's going on?
Yeah, he's
okay. Is he gone?
He's done.
Okay,
He's done.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's fucking.
What a legacy on that.
Yes, I can't wait to watch a 1 hour video on that on YouTube.
Oh, there is a documentary.
No, but I don't watch the documentary. I want the nerd in their chair who did more research than the documentary telling me about this with better editing, probably.
There probably is something like that on YouTube somewhere.
But that's another thing too. You can't fucking use any NFL clips.
It's so
you
weird.
gotta be like fucking. Here's a 4-second clip. That's all you fucking get.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Highly edited.
Yes.
Crazy.
It's weird. Anyway.
Absolutely crazy. Anyway, Alex, any final comments?
I had a fucking edit after this. What time is it?
Late.
It's 8 o'clock.
It's late.
I'm not getting this fucking video done.
Anyway, Thank you all
Son of a
so
bitch.
much for watching this week's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we don't get sued by any companies. If they do come for us, how about instead of suing us, you sponsor us?
Yeah, we'll totally.
We will.
No, I can't give it. No, I can't do it.
We will.
I can't do it.
A lot of the companies that we talked about today, specifically in the
If
ones,
it's Dr. Squatch, I will concede.
in the ones that we talked about in a good light,
Yes.
we'll totally sponsor you every episode if we have to.
We'll fucking make
That
a
would be
little
great.
advertisement here at the bottom of the screen.
That would be great.
Fill in here.
The companies I like. The companies I don't like,
They can rot in
if you
hell.
try to sponsor us, I'll take it once.
I never respond to your emails ever again. You guys want to do it again? 20 years later? No. Well,
Yeah, that's the lesson. Capitalism will
Blow
suck
dick.
us dry, and only cares about making themselves stronger.
I just
And we're
burped and I
powerful.
just smelt tuna.
Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share the podcast, check out the other stuff that we post to the channel, and also link in the description. Take the survey. We need that. 100th episode coming up soon.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
But that's it for this week. Peace out.